name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer. They call me El Scorcho out here in the Vegas streets, my friend.
They sure do.
Sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper, my number one gun who runs the sales force here at VIP. They call him the chiropractor.
Because I straighten out people's bankrolls.
Oh, yeah.
I straighten out bookies really good.
And you straighten out people's attitudes that think that they know what they're doing.
I'll straighten their fucking attitude out if they need an attitude adjustment. I can do that too.
I'll be your Huckleberry. Listen, that's what I'm trying to say. They might be the best at what they do. I mean, you wouldn't tell somebody what to do at their job, would you?
Fuck no.
But when it comes to this, you got to let us tell you what to do. Because if you do it our way, you'll get our results, which is world-class champion. You have a show on CNBC is the best in the world versus some guy in his underwear text messaging you a free game.
That's a great analogy, because when I take my car to the garage because it's not running right or because I need, something done.
You start telling them how to fix it?
No, I don't start telling the fucking mechanic what I think, how he needs to fix my car.
Right.
I don't know shit about it. I let him do it.
So in order for you to straighten people out, they got to put all their faith and trust and let you do your job.
That's it. When I go to a restaurant, I don't go back in the kitchen and tell the chef how to fucking make my food.
I love it.
Right?
That, no doubt about it.
So,
anyway,
so if you're betting sports, don't fucking tell us how to do it. We know how to do it.
Let us show you, because like I said, we've got the proven formula for success, which is money management and discipline. One game a day, not every day. If you're just tuning into the VIP Sports Podcast, like, who the fuck is this hyped up guy and this fucking other guy over here talking shit?
The chiropractor. Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is the chiropractor and this fucking Bookie Killer guy? Is he getting arrested or what? No. I'm the most feared sports bettor in the world. The reason why we came up with the VIP Sports Podcast, number one, is to help the legalization of sports betting, but it's nothing more than a spinoff to our show Money Talks that was on CNBC. I am the most feared sports bettor in the world. I am the only sports consultant in the history of sports betting to ever have a television show on primetime television about sports betting, and there won't never be another one unless it's me.
That speaks volumes. People, this man right here has more money behind him in the sports betting industry than anybody in the game. He's the most feared sports bettor in the world because he has more contacts than anybody in the game. This man runs in circles that you couldn't even dream of. He's got a long list of celebrities, a long list of whales, people that he hangs out with that are in the fucking know. Let's just say that. And in this world, Steve, and people out there that are listening, if you got money and you got power and you got connections,
oh, the respect is going to come, and so is the money.
Most of the time, you're on the right side of things. Believe me, if you got money and connections, you got respect, you got power, you got winners, period. But in the sports betting world, there's nobody better than this man, and I'm the #1 agent in the country, and we're here to help you make money, period. End of the fucking story. We do these podcasts every week, Steve. Why?
Well, number one, to bring you into our life of a guy that bets big and lives larger, and more importantly, into the industry, the trillion-dollar industry of sports betting.
Yeah, we tell you what's going on here in Las Vegas. We give our opinions. We give our views on a couple different things that are going on in the world, not only the world of sports, but the crazy world that we're living in. It's as simple as that. We're here in sunny Las Vegas. It's hot as fuck, Steve. You talk about El Scorcho.
Oh, buddy, like I said, the only thing hotter than the Vegas concrete right now are my games.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they're hot as a fucking pistol, hotter than fish grease, hotter than all the Kardashians at Cabo in 115 degrees in their swimsuits sitting out laid out. And you know how hot that is. You talk about some hot clams. You might find a pearl in one of them motherfuckers if you're lucky, you know what I mean?
It's boiling, brother. I mean, it's that time of the year where it gets real hot out here in Las Vegas.
But I want to make one thing clear. Yes, this is a spinoff of Money Talks. What was Money Talks about? All about sports betting, bringing you into my life of a guy that makes millions of dollars and the only and most feared sports bettor in the world. So our job is to show you how to be a better sports bettor, help the legalization of sports betting, but more importantly, make you money.
There you go.
Make you a second income. So if you're watching our podcast, the only thing that you should be getting out of this is how to make more money, how to make a second income, and how to be a better sports bettor. Because there's more money to be made betting sports than there is in the stock market.
Yeah, and if we make you laugh, if we entertain you along the way, fuck, that's just a bonus.
That's why.
Right? We're here to make you money.
That's what makes us the #1 podcast as everybody else. We're going to tell you how we see it. If a celebrity's acting out in a certain way, I'm going to say what I feel. I ain't scared to say shit. A lot of celebrities are my friends. Half the NBA are my friends, NFL. My job is to bring it to you, show you how to make more money. You and I partner up and go break these sports books like they've never been broke before.
Absolutely. Before we get into this positive show, before we get into showing you how to make money, giving you some sports betting lingo, explaining to you how we make people money when it comes to the sports world, I just want to have a quick moment of silence, Steve. It's on my mind. I'm going to get this out of the way. I know the whole world already knows what happened over there in Manchester, England this week.
Yes.
Fucking disaster. The world is a crazy-ass place. It looks like we had another attack from some fucking lunatic at the Ariana fucking Grande concert over there in Manchester, England, the second biggest city in England. Absolute disaster. A suicide bombing. Killed 20-plus people, 22-plus people.
And wounded another 59.
Yeah, injured another fucking 50, 60 people. A disaster, Steve. And they go after these young kids that are out there at an Ariana Grande concert, which is mainly a teenage crowd, right?
Well,
I mean, come on, people.
Yeah, basically, so now the terrorists are attacking our children
God.
and mom and dad and grandma and grandpa that are picking them up.
Yeah.
So you take away the children, mom and dad, you're pretty much trying to delete everybody. So
what a disaster, man. Listen.
You guys are sick. You're disgusting. I mean, we are at a state of fear right now as far as the world that we're living in.
Can't let them get to us, man. We can only, listen. Let's just have fucking 5 seconds, a moment of silence, Steve, and shout out to fucking those families. Man, we're thinking about you, and please be safe.
You guys are in our prayers. Nobody deserves to be involved in something like that. And like I said, hopefully we can stay strong, catch the people that did this. But like I said, we got to come together. This shit is crazy.
Yeah. It was important for us to get that out of the way.
And to move on from that, shout out also to the Armed Force Radio Network, because as you know, it's the military heroes and people in the military that are going to have to come in to help these type of situations. It's something that the average police department just can't do on their own, brother.
Absolutely.
You're talking about bringing stuff out. But, want to shout out to the military heroes around the world that are listening to the VIP Sports Podcast on the Armed Force Radio Network. Mm-hmm. We salute each and every one of you. Hopefully we can make you laugh, but more importantly, make you money while you're deployed, so you come home with a couple extra dollars and your house isn't taken, because you guys don't get paid enough. We've said it a million times. You military people should make league minimum of NBA minimum.
You ain't lying. And listen, it's a special weekend for the military, Steve. It's Memorial Weekend.
It sure as hell is.
All over the United States, Memorial Day weekend.
Bottom of our heart here at VIP Sports, we want to say Happy Memorial Day, and we want you all to be safe out there for sure.
This is where we give a shout. It's one of my favorite weekends of the year. It's the beginning of summer. We barbecue. Kids go to the pool, to the beach. It's the start of summer vacations. Families being together.
That's right.
And we remember our fallen heroes out there, all our POWs. And again, shout out to the Armed Forces Radio Network.
Also, before they forget, check us out on the Armed Forces Radio Network, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, and again on Mondays, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific. Once again, check us out on Armed Forces Radio Network, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, and Monday, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yep.
3.5 million followers listening to us. Make sure when you listen to it, you go to VIP Sports Podcast on YouTube, subscribe. We got millions of people that are listening to it, but I sure can't tell by our followers and subscribers. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean.
But we're organic. One thing about me, we keep it real and raw. No OJ, no straw. No fake followers, no fake hollowers. You know what I mean?
Keeping it real here. Nothing fake going on here, people.
Anyway, podcast 123. We might as well get right into it. We got a great day. Before we get into it, if you want to get a hold of us, if you flat out want to make money, there's a lot of fraudulent shit going on right now. There's trolls. There's more fucking trolls on our podcast than there is on that new movie Trolls that just came out. My son's watching on the DVD. So
little D likes that movie?
Yeah, he thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. Little trolls and shit. Well, you know that the little fucking thing at the end of the pin? That thing sold like more than the little troll at the end of the pin.
Oh, God, millions.
Fucking, I want to say hundreds of millions.
With the fucking little fuzzy hair sticking up and shit? Oh, my God.
So anyway, you got to beware of the trolls. If you want to make sure that it's us and you want to do business with us, because like I said, I do this podcast to generate clients so I can help you guys make money. Mm-hmm. If I'm the #1 sports consultant in the world and I make more money betting sports and you're a sports bettor, can you give me one fucking reason why we shouldn't be together?
Good point.
So just call us. You want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, Don't call me till football. You want to go to our website? Go to our website at VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all size, shapes, and colors of sports bettors. Don't matter if you're tall or you're small, crawling or you're balling. Do you want to turn 500 into 5,000? Do you want to turn 1,000 into 15,000? Make sure you call and give us an opportunity. I'll put a smile on your face so big a Mack truck couldn't run it off.
Yeah, and if you're watching the podcast and you're new to the podcast, or you've been watching for weeks and you still haven't subscribed.
This is very important, guys. You have to subscribe to the podcast. YouTube does not have the notification button. I've said that's why we've lost a few viewers.
You got to ring the bell now, right?
You got to press subscribe, and you got to press the bell that you want to be subscribed. That way you get alerts when I'm in the Rolls Royce doing Motivation 101, whether our Skip's at the casino with a client. And by the way, shout out to Charles McNeely and the Aria. Shout out to the Aria for taking you for 6 figures. We love you to death. You gave us a real hard time in taking our action. But guess what? We sent it through 4 different people and got it in anyway. So dick up in you, fuck you. They don't call me Bookie Killer for nothing.
Basically what he's saying right there, people, we had about 6 very large players in town this week.
Shout out to Rich from Texas.
Yeah, the Billboard Awards were here this weekend.
Dan from Miami.
The Billboard Awards, the music awards were here this weekend.
They were here the past weekend. And shout out to my boy Drake, who broke a Billboard record, getting 13 fucking awards.
13 awards.
And smoked 13 blunts that night.
Well, we had a bunch of clients that came into town for the Billboard Awards this past weekend. They were here to bet on sports, to hang out with Steve, hang out with myself, make money on the games.
And that we did.
Go to the award show. Basically what he's saying is, when the sports book put a cap on us, and they didn't want to take a $100,000 flat bet on a baseball game because they're scared shitless, well, you better believe we got the bet in. We just sent it in through 5 or 6 different people, smaller amounts on the tickets, and we got that shit got it in under the radar and took your asses down for 6 figures.
Fuck you, Aria. Like I said, see, for most people, Skip, the hardest part in all these fake consultants and fake guys on Twitter, the hardest part is winning games. We've said this over and over. That's why CNBC did a show.
For the average person.
That's why CNBC did a show about me. For me and us, the hardest part for our whales is to get off the action. And to actually get paid.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you want to be on the right side, you want to get paid, you want to deal with someone that deals with the biggest sports bettors, call us. But more importantly, shout out to everybody that came in. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to Aria. More importantly, Caesars. You know, Caesars is like my second wife. They don't, because you know why? They don't complain. They let us do whatever we want. That's my kind of wife. When we feel like going all in, they're all for it. When we want money, they pay us out. Fuck, that might be better than wife number 1.
Damn. Sounds like my kind of wife for sure.
But you know what? Shout out to the Caesars Palace Corporation. You know what? They've stood by their name, especially in our industry. The only person that's ever done this besides Caesars Corp goes back to the days of Benny Binion. Seriously.
Yeah.
When's the last fucking casino that had a cowboy that said, you want to bet 500,000, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Bring it to the table and bet. Shout out to the Binions. Shout out to Benny Binion. Benny Binion, the original motherfucker, who was one of the baddest motherfuckers.
One of the first OG gangsters.
The mob was still out here, but they didn't fuck with old Cowboy Benny.
No.
Okay? Benny wore his pistols and was willing to do whatever he had. But point was, he would let you come to his casino and bet any amount of money.
You want to lay down $1 million on a hand of blackjack? Old Benny says, step right on, boy.
Come on up to our
Step right up, son.
Yeah, I'll book that for you. So Caesars Palace, they won't let us do anything like that, but they take 6-figure bets. They're big boys. The corporation makes a lot of money. And
those were the days, man.
Well, you got Cantor, who bans me from betting.
Yeah.
And you got Caesars, who actually puts us in a booth, gives us comps, lets our people come there, lets the women go over there and get massages, takes care of us, and welcomes us.
Yes.
Knowing that we beat them every year.
Yeah, Caesars will send your lady to the spa. They'll comp everything for you.
Why, me and
as long as you keep betting $25,000, $50,000 a game. They'll put you up in the suites. They'll comp you meals.
I feel an infomercial coming.
They will send your women to the spa.
Do you want to bring your wife to Las Vegas? Do you want to chill with Steve Stevens and make 6 figures, but tell your wife you only made 5? Let her go. Let her go to Caesars Forum, get a new Louis Vuitton purse, maybe a Gucci, go get a nice little massage at the day spa, get her nails done, get her feet done, maybe even a clit rub, whatever that she needs to make her a better person.
Did you say a clit rock?
Clit rub. Yeah.
Oh,
they don't just jack off the guys.
Oh my God.
They get the women in there to.
No way. Women get happy endings too?
Oh yeah.
I never heard of that.
Oh, it's called the Hokey Pokey.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me that when my wife goes to the spa, she may be getting a happy ending?
I don't think your wife. I don't know. Well,
not
Is she going in Chinatown or is she been going to Caesars?
No.
Your wife goes to nothing but the hotels like mine.
Green Valley
But
Ranch.
yeah, you know when you sneak off over to get a foot rub, those spots, they do women too.
No shit.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Well, that's news to me.
Shit, that's why I said before me and Kel together, I was like, she's like, you still go to the back and wax? I was like, nah, I don't really like getting jacked off at the end of the night.
You hear this?
She's
guys?
like, because if you were, I was going to go with you. We can both get rubbed off.
So when you go to get a couple's massage, you're both getting a happy ending at the same time?
If you want it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Hey, Vegas is everything. You want to come to Vegas, get a happy ending? Do you want to get jacked off by Oriental's feet? Do you want to treat yourself to the finest time? Fly to Las Vegas, or better yet, you got a $50,000 bankroll. I'll have a jet come pick you and your wife up, lay you up at Caesars. We'll make money in the sports book while your wife goes and gets pampered like she fucking deserves.
And then you can get a happy ending with Chinese feet.
That is fact. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These guys,
my God.
They got the best Indian burn you've ever seen in your life. These girls get their feet up like a praying mantis and start running that motherfucker like you.
Have you ever got
You go home, your wife looks at your dick, she's like, was that on a grill? Looks like a grilled hot dog around this motherfucker.
Oh, my God.
That motherfucker Indian burned your cock like that motherfucker's never been burned.
You got grilled marks on your dick. Oh, my God.
You think we should talk about sports by any chance?
Have you ever been jerked off by a praying mantis? Yes or no?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Put your comments in, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to get jacked out by a praying mantis? Do you want to fucking nut like you've never nutted before? Make more money. Anyway, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, ladies and gentlemen. Skip, why don't we get into a little baseball if you don't mind? They are watching us to make money, not hear about everything we've done, huh?
I've never heard of getting jerked off by a praying mantis, dude. That's fucking
Well,
great.
I tell you what, it'll put you in A-class status. I tell you what.
Oh, my God. Before we get into baseball, Steve.
Fucker, will you read our sponsor, please?
Oh, my Lord.
Anyway, baseball segment, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored to you by Bet Online. Skip obviously got a little contact to that OG I was smoking a little bit earlier.
Oh, my Lord.
Baseball is brought to you by Bet Online, which is a management team together since 1991.
Wow.
BetOnline.ag is one of the web's most popular betting destinations, offering wager on nearly every sport and every event possible.
Right.
Once you are in action, you'll see for the first hand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, including the earliest opening odds in the industry, the best line betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts. One thing men like are fast nuts and fast payouts. Head over to betonline.ag today to sign up for an account using the promotional code NEW2500 and get a 50% welcome bonus instantly.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
It's added right to your bankroll.
50% welcome bonus on betonline.ag. Put in the code NEW2500 because you can, man.
Yeah, betonline.ag because you can. Bottom fucking line. Moving on. Houston Astros, Skip. I mean, like I said, moving into baseball where we're making money. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to go over every game. We only talk about games that are going to make you money. Games that we're betting on, games that you need to be looking at, and teams what to stay away from. Foreclosure teams and six-figure teams. You ready?
The first thing we're going to do in the baseball segment here is we're going to talk about teams that have been hot here the last 2 weeks.
And teams that are not.
Teams that have been six-figure teams that are just absolutely getting you paid.
Who's winning and who's not.
And teams who are sending you straight into foreclosure that you should run like hell from.
Who's getting you laid and who's getting you unlaid.
Right. Now, keep in mind, what the teams that are not, that are sending you into foreclosure, they're also great teams to go against. So pay attention.
Correct.
You just don't put your money on those teams.
I like how the couple guys commented on there. You got to listen to Steve and Skip twice to actually really realize what they're going on, because we might laugh about something and be telling you a fucking something that's dead fucking serious all at the same fucking time. So, like I said, I'm not a guy in New York in my underwear like handicapping games. I deal directly with the guys that make the lines. I deal with players, coaches, CEOs. I get the fucking money. So
we got a multi-million-dollar network. People.
We got a team behind us.
It's not just here in Vegas. It's all over the country.
We're networked around the world.
We got beat reporters, beat writers, sports reporters, scouts, all reporting.
Scouts are right on the field, guys. You know that, right?
All reporting information right into the headquarters here in Vegas.
All the way up to the guy here that makes the final line that bits put it out to you guys.
Anybody can sit around in their underwear throwing darts with your money up against a board, but man, if you want to get paid, 877. 220-6540. Let's get into who's hot in baseball, Steve.
Well, first of all, Houston Astros still rolling along with the best record in baseball. Starting pitchers, Lance McCullers, you know, the two main 1-2. What's the second
Dallas
guy?
Keuchel, man.
Yeah,
the bearded bitch. Dallas
Dallas,
Keuchel. Dallas Keuchel, Lance McCullers.
Hey, you talk about a 1-2 fucking knockout. Those motherfucking two coming back to back will knock your ass out.
They're beasts. They don't lose.
The Astros are 11-1, which is, I'd have to say, a record that's getting you absolutely.
When one of those two guys starts, they're 11-1.
Period.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. So when Dallas Keuchel or Lance McCullers is on the mound for the Astros, which just so happen to be the best team in baseball right now, first team to 30 wins, Steve. Congratulations, Houston Astros.
This is a team that their bullpen is pretty solid. They got a 1-2 pitcher.
Got a great lineup. They hit the ball.
Yeah.
Their run differential is the best in the game.
It really is, man. These guys are really solid right now.
Watch out, Houston. J.J. Nava's loving it.
Oh, let them know, JJ. I'm just going to give a couple briefs about a couple teams, and let's get right into what's hot, what's not.
Let's do it.
Texas Rangers, for an example.
On fire.
Another AL West team that's been playing red fucking hot. Their pussy lips, I should say, they're probably hotter than a porn star's pussy lips.
11-1 their last 12 games.
And those are hot as it gets, you know what I mean?
The whole state of Texas is on fire, except for the Spurs.
Well, be careful, though, because 9 out of their 10 most recent wins came against the Padres.
Yeah, they played
A's
the Phillies.
And Phillies.
I'm glad you brought that up, Steve. You always gotta fucking bring up how bad the Phillies. Gotta bring up how bad the Phillies are.
Well, I just want you to be careful. You
that's actually a very
9 of their last wins came against the shitty Phillies.
That's actually
the San Diego shitty Padres.
Yes, and
it should be the Oakland S's, the Oakland shits, because they fucking suck.
They're horrible. That's a great point. The Texas Rangers caught fire. 11-1 their last 12 games. The great point you're making. 9 of those wins came from 3 of the worst teams in the league.
So you got to be careful. Okay? That doesn't mean you go bet them against Houston.
We're telling you Texas is on fire. However, look at what their competition was and be careful, okay? Because they're really not that good.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Colorado Rockies last season, Colorado was one of the weakest teams on the road. As you and I talked about, you got to win on the road. They were just 33-48. Well, guess what?
Way better this year.
This season has been strong so far away from home, my good friend. And as you said, Skip, winning on the road will make you a World Series team.
When you can win on the road, you will. Those are teams that win on the road are teams that get to the postseason. And when you do get to the postseason, always look for those teams that know how to win on the road.
Oh, that's a fact, because they will be on the road.
Absolutely.
Rockies have thrived, even with 3 Rockies in the rotation. Antonio, Kyle, and German Marquez are, they don't have everybody ready to roll right now.
They got a lot of rookies over there, Steve. They got a lot of young guys. They're playing very fucking well. And, Now,
let me ask you this.
They're winning on the road. They're playing great fucking baseball.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this. Even though they're playing great baseball versus the Texas Rangers losing to some shit teams, Colorado's beat some pretty solid teams.
Yes, they have. They're winning and they're beating good teams.
So let's just recap those last 3 teams right there. Colorado's a very good team that plays steady. Texas is on fire, but look who they beat. It's not a team that you can bet against good teams. Houston, biggest win differential. They're beating people down. Definitely a 6-figure team without any shadow of a doubt. Follow along, write it down.
Let's go over a couple more teams that have been hot the past 2 weeks.
Let's do that. When we said Texas,
Milwaukee Brewers are 10-3. Their last 13 games.
Yes, sir.
The Brewers are playing way above any expectations, and they've been consistent.
You're getting fucking major value.
You're getting great value on the Brewers. Correct.
Another team, the Angels. The value isn't all that good, but they're on fire right now. Angels are 6-2. Skip.
Yeah, the last 8 games they've been winning.
So
shout out to Mike Sosa for actually fucking doing something over there.
Yeah, and finally,
I can't stand you, Mike Sosa. You're horrible. You should be fired 7 years ago.
You have like a fucking all-star team over there that you see. These teams can have all the talent in the world, but it's the coach's job, Skip, to pull it out of them.
A couple of teams that have stood up a little bit, Steve, that were playing terrible. The Angels, 6-2 their last 8. The Giants, who were absolutely horrible.
Who just bit the fucking Chicago Cubs over and fucked them like they've never been fucked before.
The Giants are hitting the ball a little bit now. They're putting up a couple of runs finally. They're 8-2 their last 9 games, last 10. They've been hot. And the other team that's been hot is the Diamondbacks. They continue to play well, led by their man Zach Greinke over there, their ace. They've won 6 out of their last 7, Steve. 9 out of their last 12. The Diamondbacks down there in the desert, they're playing some solid baseball.
Sports bettors, write it down because we're in a hurry. Texas Rangers, Angels, San Fran, Milwaukee, Arizona, Colorado, teams that are really good right now, teams you want to look out for. Skip, I don't mean to be rude, teams that you got to stay away from that will put you in foreclosure. Philadelphia Phillies, absolutely.
Horrible.
Not terrible, but
horrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. They're terrible.
As Charles Barkley would say. Philadelphia Phillies.
As George Bush would say. Terrible.
4-18.
Terrible. That's
in the last 22 games.
Horrible.
So, guys, write this list down. Break out your pen. Don't bet the Phillies. Right now, I don't even want to catch people talking about the Seattle
bet against
Mariners.
the Phillies.
Seattle Mariners, 3-8. Third worst in the fucking American League.
Third worst team in the American League, the Seattle Mariners. They're in last place in the American League West. They have the third worst record in the American League. Yeah, they've gotten really cold. Robinson Cano's been hurt. There's no real leader over there on that team. Felix Hernandez has been hurt. Felix the Cat, their ace for years, he's been out.
We've said, and you've said all year, and I got to give you a little credit, dude, because we don't pump each other's dicks. We're not that type of dudes. We're not dick writers. But, dude, you've been talking about the stay away from Eminem, which is Miami and the Mets. Mm-hmm. Even when I was still wanting to keep, for some reason, I wanted to keep my eye on the Mets longer than I should have this entire year.
The only thing you can do with the Mets, Steve,
is flush them down the toilet after you drop them off.
Or bet the over. They're the #1 over team in all of baseball.
Very true. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There is a lot of that.
I think there's only been 9 unders, Steve, the entire year in Mets games. Only 9 unders all year.
If you're betting
the Mets, bet the over.
Add that to your you actually have to add that to your 6-figure list. That statistic is hitting high 80%.
It's phenomenal.
We would be wrong for not to be. I mean, that's one of ours. We can't give you everything.
I can't give you everything.
But every now and then I slip it out and Skip brings it out. I feel good on my cush, so I give it to you.
I mean, I'm not the guy that's going to tell you Miami's 5-20 their last 25 games. How much money can you make on a run like that? The Miami
But
Marlins.
we're talking about teams that you don't want to bet on the side. Don't bet Miami.
No.
Don't bet the Mets. Don't bet Cincy.
Don't bet Philly.
Don't bet Seattle.
Seattle's been cold.
But more importantly, check this out. One team that you want to make sure that you put on your 6-figure list and circle it, and we gave you another hot piece, and these stats just don't come around, over in the Mets.
Yes.
They're 80+% all year long.
Correct.
All right, Skip. Did you just fucking fart right there?
No,
what the
I
fuck
think it was
that,
the chair, dude. I did not fart.
Dude, it's one thing I smoked.
I did not fart.
I just wanted to make sure.
If I did, believe me, I'd tell you yes with a smile on my face.
Well, yeah, because I've seen you in the room just lift up your leg.
I'm not afraid. I am not afraid to admit.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure.
No, it was the chair.
All right. We got some more baseball coming right ahead, guys. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll get right back at you.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A+ rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
The Tiger Stream is the best media streaming Android device that I've ever used.
And when it comes to looking for something to watch, I swear, the Tiger Stream box is
From the moment you open the box, the Tiger Stream is going to stand out from all the other streaming box providers.
Pretty much, we're getting rid of cable because we heard about this.
And y'all already know what it is. Your boy Soulja Boy. Shout out to Tiger Stream. We just opened it up straight out the box.
With all the content this device can access, it literally pays for itself in just a few months.
Yeah, man. If you ain't got this in your crib, you ain't no big dog, man.
You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get right back into baseball. Like I said, sponsored by you know who.
BetOnline.ag.
Yes, sir. The Yankees, Skip. Like I said, I've been playing the Yankees all year. Been making a tremendous amount of money. I've given that to our clients. I've given it to the people on the podcast all year long. It seems that they are very, very excited over there with Aaron Judge in the motherfucking house, huh?
They're extremely excited. They're so excited about their new young gun, Aaron Judge.
Talk to me.
They gave him his own section of Yankee Stadium now, Steve.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're calling it the Judge's Chambers.
I love it. Shout out to my boy Mark D and the D Gregorios. I know you guys love the fucking Yankees. So supposedly what's happened is they're influencing, like when the guy came up to bat, supposedly the fans all stood up.
They're encouraging the fans to go ballistic. Well, no, they want everybody to rise up, go crazy.
The administration of the Yankees are encouraging the fans to support it.
It's like when the judge walks into the courtroom. Everybody stands up.
Exactly.
Well, they got the judge's chambers over there now.
I love it.
So when Aaron Judge comes up to the plate, everybody must rise.
You better bow down when the judge walks in. Like I said, I've been in that situation before. Woo! You ever been in a federal courtroom fighting for your life?
We're not going to talk about
I doubt
shit
it.
like
That takes some real grown-up men shit. But anyway, yeah.
Heading into baseball, you know it's Memorial Weekend, as we mentioned, Steve.
Baseball, apple pie, OG Kush, and
nothing better than baseball Memorial Weekend. It's America. It's America. I'm just going to talk about some series. A couple of.
Why don't we tell people over the weekend if they're going to watch a game? Because baseball's boring. Why don't you tell me a couple games where they? I think it's boring as fuck to watch.
Well,
I hate to fucking tell you. Yeah, they do. What's a couple good games to watch over the weekend?
The Cubs are going to be at Dodger Stadium this weekend, guys. If you're out on the West Coast, anywhere.
Do they still have Zika, HIV? I mean, the Cubs were sicker than a fucking prostitute on HIV.
They might be sicker once they leave Dodger Stadium.
They seem to be a little bit sicker than a prostitute on HIV.
This is a huge matchup in the National League, folks. Possibly 2 of the 3 best teams right here in the National League. Cubs will be at Dodger Stadium for Memorial Weekend, Steve.
Wow.
That'll be a big weekend.
That's a fucking fact.
Baltimore will be down in Houston. That's a huge series as well. Houston, as we just said, 30-15, the best record in baseball.
Real quick.
Baltimore, real solid team.
They're real solid, but fuck, man.
Baltimore at Houston. It's going to be a great series.
I know, but does Baltimore excite you?
Yeah.
Do they?
I think Buck Showalter is the second best manager in baseball.
But
behind Joe Madden of the Cubs, if you want to know who's number one.
Okay, great, but we're talking to people that are trying to bet their money. So if you win a day, lose a day, win
Baltimore's
two,
a cash cow, bro.
But they're not known.
You got to pick your spots.
They're not known for winning 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games.
They haven't been on big streaks. No. However, they're extremely consistent.
Hello.
They win
Baseball is streaks.
They win games.
You guys hear me? Streaks. You got to know when to pick and choose your spots with Balti.
No doubt about it.
Like he said, that's going to be a marquee matchup.
Great series this weekend.
Arizona and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
2 teams that are hot as a pistol right now. Arizona playing fucking great. They couldn't sweep the fucking Padres on Sunday. They were going for the sweep.
They had to give up that game on Sunday.
You know why? Arizona plays lazy on Sunday. A stat that they don't give you on ESPN, motherfuckers.
Well, I could talk about Sunday baseball, and maybe I'll make.
Maybe we should have a segment on Sunday.
Maybe I'll make a special video this week about Sunday baseball
and how to so beneficial
and
to
how
the people.
And how to be careful when you're betting baseball on a Sunday.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday baseball is different than any other fucking.
Maybe
day.
I'll make a separate video about that this week.
Teams that might be hot all week are completely different on Sunday.
Absolutely.
People are at home with their wives shooting off more nuts than any squirrels ever collected. They're eating the foods that they're comfortable with.
They're resting players.
Oh, God, yeah.
Travel days.
That's only a little bit of what it is.
Yeah, there's a reason why a lot of my clients won't get a baseball game on a Sunday, and my clients know that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't care about going longer today about baseball is because I don't really care about the NBA playoffs right now.
Oh, I understand.
I really don't give a fuck. Like I said, after what James Harden did in the playoff game, and after what we saw Boston come back to win and all that for TV time, it's just too goddamn scripted. And there's still going to be degenerates out there that bet their money. See, here's the thing. It's just like wrestling. I can come out and tell you the NBA playoffs, not NBA, NBA playoffs are fixed. And you're still going to have that degenerate bettor betting the game, hoping that they're on the right side of the fix. That's the case. Go play blackjack.
What you're saying?
Or go play War.
What the fuck? War. Remember that game? Yeah. I used to play that.
So did I. They actually had it at Stratosphere.
I used to play it. I think they had it at Caesars.
Did you?
You can't find the game War in the casinos anymore. Hardly anywhere, Steve.
Okay.
You know that,
so
right?
So what do we do? Does he need paper? Okay. I guess one of your clients fucking here.
What?
Yeah, he's in that long-ass stretch limousine outside. Well, dude, I mean, we're doing our podcast Friday. He owes you what?
Enough, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway,
I told him not to come right now.
It's all right, man. Hopefully we'll bring his ass in and we can tell America what he did over the weekend. He's pretty shy about that shit. Better not even mention his fucking name.
So, getting back to the weekend series. Oh, you were talking about the NBA.
Yeah, well, NBA is fixed. Like I said, during the playoffs right now.
What you're saying is, Steve, it appears there's been some weird shit going on in the NBA playoffs.
Well, I don't know what's scripted more, an episode of 90210, ER, or the NBA playoffs. So I want you guys to tell me right now, what is scripted more? Ballers on HBO, ER, or the NBA playoffs? Please let me know.
I'm going to go with C.
And if you're willing to put your hard-earned money on it with the action and availability in baseball, do me a favor and stop betting because you're betting like a moron, period. And the only reason why you listen to our podcast is we tell you how to bet. Move on and let's finish up baseball. These are the worst teams to be betting right now as favorites. This is what I have to tell people. Everybody and their mom bets favorites. It's what America does. Every degenerate down there is betting favorites. For some reason, people think favorites are where to go. Pick and choosing your favorites, you can make a lot of money. But money is in underdogs in baseball and in totals. It's not a fucking secret.
So you want to talk about the best teams as a favorite, or
I'm going to start with
the worst teams as a favorite?
So our section right here is going to be who's the best teams as favorites and who's the absolute fucking worst.
There you go.
The worst teams to bet as a favorite, San Diego Padres, #1, 2-6.
Yeah.
You're betting a team, you're laying wood, and you're ending up with a baseball bat right up your fucking ass. So you don't want to lay wood on a team that's not going to give you anything back in return.
Yeah, first of all, San Diego's horrible. They should probably never be favored ever.
No.
They've been favored 8 times this year, Steve.
Correct.
And have only gotten you paid twice out of those
Skip,
8 times.
That's where our connections come in. If we know, and see, guys, that's why you have to have connections with the guys that make the line. These are fucking traps. Like he said, they don't even have any business being a fucking favorite.
They shouldn't even be a favorite ever.
So if you were listening to us and you would know it against them.
So
this is the next team that I'm going to mention.
Okay.
You guys should be flat out embarrassed. To have a World Series 2 years ago and to be in the position you're in right now, shame on you. Kansas City Royals.
Yeah.
Someone needs to bundle you up with foil and put you in the oven because you guys are burnt. Kansas City 6-12, 33% at favorites, but yet odds makers still put them at favorites every week, Skip.
Well, that's stunning too because they've been favored 18 times this year to Kansas City Royals.
18 fucking times.
And only 33% of the time do they cover when they're a favorite. They've won 6. Out of the 18 times they've been favored, they've only won 6, and they've lost the game 12 times.
Here's another team.
So the odds makers are fucking up even making them a favorite.
Another team, shout out to Skip, that should never be a fucking favorite.
Oh, here we go.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, you ain't lying.
3-6. They're another 33% team that covers when they're favored. And then a team that, if you ever see favored, I'll just go ahead and tell you now, just bet the other side. Miami. You see Miami as a favorite, and you, and you don't.
They've been favored 20 times.
And
20 times.
And covered 33, and covered 6 out of the 20.
Yeah.
So no, I know what I'm talking about. So if you want a team that's 6-13, 6-14 against the spread as a favorite,
terrible.
So write this down, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely terrible.
Write this down because our podcast is all about information. For you guys that say, there's information. They're talking about weed and prostitutes. The worst teams to bet as favorites: Padres, Kansas City, Phillies, and Miami. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, let's talk about the best teams for all you degenerates out there and everybody that bets sports, because y'all bet favorites. These are the only teams that you should be betting as favorites right now. Skip, what's #1?
The best team as a favorite, the Texas Rangers. They've been favored 21 times, and they've won the game 17 of those 21, which is phenomenal.
Oh, it's beyond belief.
It's phenomenal. Over 80%.
I don't know how many times we're going to say this team.
You want an over 80% bet in baseball? There it is. When the Texas Rangers are favored, they've won over 80% of the time.
Yeah, Houston, 27-11.
Yeah, second best favorite in baseball.
Correct, and Angels.
Now there's a
16-8.
Now there's a surprise.
Well, it is a surprise because even though they're 67%, which is getting you great money as a favorite, I can't say that you need to watch and pick and choose your spots, even though you do, because overall they're 67% as a favorite, which is fucking getting you paid.
Yeah, you're getting paid. When the Angels are favored, they're favored for a reason.
So, guys, teams to bet as their favorites that are hitting 67% and above,
right?
Which is winning twice what you're losing, which is phenomenal, which is actually 71%. What got me on TV is the best in the fucking world. These are 3 teams that are doing that as favorites.
Yep.
Angels, Houston, Texas Rangers.
Yep. When you're laying wood with one of those 3 teams, go ahead and lay the wood.
We can go on and on baseball, Skip, but we've given them enough for the day, okay?
Oh, let's do it, yeah.
I want to move into a little information about our Las Vegas Raiders. This is our sports betting news segment brought to you by Paperhead. You want to be like Steve Stevens, bet big and live larger? You want a piece of this billion-dollar industry? There's no better place or time to start with Paperhead.com. Start making real money with the best sports management software in the business. Built with the exclusive tools to maximize your profits quickly and easy. track lines from every pro and college sports league, and get access to a 24-hour support staff every day of the year.
Wow.
Make sure to jot down the link that you see right there on our screen that's showing up. You get a 3-week trial of Paperhead's secure and user-friendly platform absolutely free. Fair enough?
For all you guys that like free, there it is.
You're goddamn right. That's sponsored by Paperhead.com. You want to be your own boss? Bet big, live large like Steve Stevens. You want the software? Paperhead.com. We love you. Anyway, the Las Vegas Raiders that I refer might surprise people, Skip, as you look at the window right there. When the Raiders take the field in their new stadium, it's looking to me like fans are going to be able to legally place bets from their seats. Which, guys, I mean, this is what we've dreamed of.
Through their phone apps.
Through their phone, mobile app.
Right.
You're not going to be able to bet from your fucking seat. Goes against the laws.
Yeah, I said that to somebody yesterday. I was telling them about the story, and they thought there was going to be like a kiosk fucking at every at every seat where they can like just start betting right in the in the stadium.
No, here in Las Vegas, you got William Hill, you got Cantor. Those are the two biggest ones by far. So if you have a mobile app and you have an account, you could literally be in the stadium, bet the game, bet the half. This is what me and Skip do this podcast for. Wouldn't it be nice, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to go to a football game and bet it in every city, in every fucking state? Well, it's going to happen in Las Vegas. Hopefully we can set the platform to have it happen everywhere. Because there's no corruption in sports betting. You can't get to the players. Fans do not get to players, and it just can't happen. So it's so strongly regulated. Las Vegas will set the platform, and hopefully it can continue.
But you got to love it, man.
In order for it to continue to other states, gambling has to be legal. Come on, New York. Come on, New Jersey. Come on, Florida. Come on, Texas. Once again, if you see a bill to help support the legalization of sports betting, get involved. Want to give a shout out. What were the two guys that we don't even hear about anymore that were doing the fantasy football? Because I'm mad at them.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about them.
Well, I want to give a fuck you to both of them.
You mean DraftKings and FanDuel?
DraftKings, I want to say fuck you. And who else?
FanDuel?
FanDuel, I want to say fuck you. You guys had 15 minutes of fame. You had plenty of chance to write up a bill and make sports betting legal, and you didn't do it. Out here in Nevada, we don't see your commercials. We don't know nothing about you. People don't even know who you are.
We can't even use it. Yeah.
So, and you're not even allowed to use it. So, fuck you for not using your 15 minutes. You guys could help sports betting become legal, straight up. But anyway, you're going to be able to bet on your online app. Nothing's blocking access to it. So, it sounds like you're going to be able to do it. NFL spokesman Brian McCarthy said that the Raiders are required to abide by the league rules on this matter, which everybody is.
Well, of course they are.
Though McCarthy didn't offer specifics about what that meant. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said this spring that league likely wouldn't request, once again, he said the league would not request that the Raiders be removed from the sports betting boards in Las Vegas or Nevada, period.
Now that right there.
That's telling you that the owners want sports betting legal. They want the teams in Las Vegas, and they want to be able to get down.
That's a beautiful thing. When Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, says,
they will not ask.
I am not going to require that the Las Vegas Raiders are not up on the betting boards in the casinos, in the sports books here in Vegas.
If you know what that means.
That's a beautiful thing. That means that you will legally be able to bet on the Raiders, in the casinos, in the sports books.
And the opposing team they're playing.
Yeah, exactly. Right here in Vegas when the game is going on here. Just like now, you can bet on the UNLV games here in Las Vegas. Years ago, you couldn't, but you can now.
See, you had me urging. I was ready to cut you off. I'm glad I'm learning to listen to you rather than cut you off like I used to in the first 100 podcasts. Anyway, for the squares that don't know, gambling's been legal here for a while. You couldn't bet UNLV when you couldn't bet the Sacramento Kings when the Maloofs owned them because they had a casino. But now the gaming control is so strong and it's so regulated, and we know that players and an old guy that knows a guy that knows a guy can't get to any players anymore. If anyone's doing any scripting, like when we talk about the NBA, it's the fucking league. It ain't players getting to go. It ain't fans getting to players.
There was a board member for Harris or something that was on the board of the Lakers or something.
Well, anyway,
you couldn't bet the Laker games
for a while.
Right.
So anyway, now everything's set. You can bet every team, every sport.
Fire away.
You can bet Rebels basketball, Rebel football, and it's going to be the same thing for the Las Vegas Raiders. The commission chairman, Tony Alamo, told and said that the league has not approached me for any policy decisions regarding the stadium's mobile betting issue, which means
that's a good sign.
You're allowed to do it. So we love it. I say we get into a little NBA, Skip. Like I said, we don't have a lot to talk about NBA, but there are valid points that we do, because I know that we put down the NBA and we said it's scripted more than episode of ER or 90210.
Right.
But there are some valid ways to make money.
Well, before we get into that, BetDSI, Steve, does sponsor the NBA segment every week.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Anthony.
BetDSI.com, operating for more than 20 years, Steve. BetDSI is A+ rated. They offer fast payments. When you win, you're going to get your money. Odds on all sports, all global events, from the player who demands everything, including office pools, poker rooms. You want to bet on the horses, skill games. If you're a whale, they'll take care of you. If you're a small fish, they'll take care of you. It's just basically a no-nonsense, high-limit sports book. BetDSI.com. It's the perfect choice. Head over there, set yourself up with a player account if you're looking to make some money, if you need an online sports book. They'll give you a $25 free bet too, Steve, if you use the promo code CHEDDAR, like the cheese, CHEDDAR. Put in CHEDDAR, and they'll give you a free bet to get started. That's what their pamphlet says. So BetDSI, Anthony over there is a good dude. It's only a game until you bet it, Steve, period.
It's only a game until you bet it.
Damn straight. Now, getting into the NBA.
Golden State, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely on fire. Golden State swept the San Antonio Spurs. The Warriors have won 3 straight against the spread and have hit over 5 straight games. Now, San Antonio was not the team they were all year long either. That's why Durant's able to go out there and be the leading scorer and look like a superstar. I'm not hating on him, and I will get to that in a minute, because I told you Golden State didn't need Durant, but they will against Cleveland. So I will get to that in a minute as well.
Well, they swept an injury-riddled San Antonio Spurs. It wasn't even fair.
Like I said, we have to make a point, because if we're going to go over these stats, we don't want you guys to be in a fucking fog like if you were smoking this.
Yeah, that's quite the fog over there, bro. I don't think it was even fair. No Kawhi, no Leonard. No Tony Parker.
Tony Parker was the biggest hit in the very beginning, because Tony Parker is the heart and soul of that team. But Leonard, as you see, was in the game. Even with a sprained ankle, they were putting it on him.
He tried.
They had a 25-point lead. He went out. Their 2 main players were out. They didn't have a fucking chance.
Golden State 12-0 in the postseason, Steve. They haven't lost a postseason game.
Well, neither is Cleveland.
Out of those, they lost one. That Miami game.
And what do you mean? They didn't just lose to Boston?
No, that's what I meant, yeah. What a crazy comeback that was.
That's what I mean.
Wow.
They were undefeated going into that game.
Right.
I think it was 9 or 10, wasn't it?
9-0, yeah.
So, as you see, but once again, that is a falsified record to me, because they gave Boston the win due to scripted shows. TV time. But here's what I want to talk about. Golden State is a very solid team. But as I said before, when Durant is a leading scorer along with Curry, who doesn't make the list? Who's the other superstar out there, buddy?
I don't know.
Oh, my God. I've only said it a million motherfucking times.
I just know whether they cover or not, period.
Okay.
And out of the 12 games, they've covered 8 in the postseason.
They've covered 8, huh?
Yeah, they've won. I mean, they're 12-0 in the postseason. They're 8-4 against the spread. That's all I know.
Well,
and every game seems to go
how
over.
You like baseball?
Over.
And people get mad if you don't know shit? And you yell at me? Well, that's how I feel when you talk about basketball. Okay? Because
I know you love it.
Well, let me speak on it. It's Klay Thompson that you don't get to see in the mix when Durant is going crazy. Now, listen, I'm all for it. If you can win with Durant, that's fine. But it's taken their team away as a sharpshooter. All I said was they didn't need Durant to win.
Right.
So Durant came on that team to get a ring, so hopefully after he gets his ring, he moves on to a team because he's young enough to build up another team. I like the idea of the NBA getting stronger, Skip. Not one team having 13 different players. Do what LeBron did. So, as much as I've said they didn't need him, guess what? They do need him against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, they will need him in that series.
And I'll tell you why. Cleveland is a very big team. It's not just going to be it's going to be, more than a shootout. Neither one of the teams are going to play too good a defense. But understand this, you're going to get some big boys when you play Cleveland.
Yeah.
Period. LeBron being the most dominant player in the league without any shadow of a doubt.
You think there's any value in that series, Steve?
Well, I mean, if you're looking for value, grab $10 and go down to your local church and put it in the plate. I mean, if you're looking to get some value back out of it, go to McDonald's and get a $2 Big Mac. What do you mean? Go down to the massage parlor, give her $50, get your feet, your back, and your cock fucking popped off.
Great value in that.
You're looking for some good value, yeah.
Did you say go down to your local church, throw some money in the tray, and that's good value?
Well, it's karma, it's value. You're getting better bang for your buck with that $10 than on a basketball game.
That is pretty good value.
What I meant was like $10 in the plate at church is going to get you more of a memorial value in return and value than betting that game. Yeah.
So 20 nuggets for $5 is better value.
Goddamn right, because at least you're going to get full. That might have you hungry after that.
Yeah, you'll be shitting for sure.
So the value in this game, I have no idea. I'm not going to lie to you. Golden State at minus $1.20, that's some pretty good value, Skip. You're not going to get value like that as well, but LeBron has proved me, you, and everybody else in this world wrong. And he's proved that he is the best and he's unstoppable. So how do you go against a guy like that?
Well, they're going to get what they wanted. They're going to get Golden State. They're going to get the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, yeah,
they're going to get the rematch, and it's they're going to get it on, Steve. And we'll see what happens. But I agree with you. Probably not a whole lot of defense played in those games. Probably a lot of overs.
It's going to look like an exhibition game or an all-star game.
Well, I know all the Cleveland postseason games are going over. The majority of them.
Correct.
And I just said Golden State, out of the 12 postseason games they've played so far, 9 overs and only 3 unders.
Skip's feeding me to where we're going. I said that we talked shit a little bit. He says how it's fixed. However, if you know what's going on, there's still a lot of money to be made in the totals. I just don't want you guys putting your money on either Cleveland or Golden State, knowing that you're throwing darts with your money. You work too hard to do that. If you're going to have an educated guess, or if you're going to run a race, or at least in my case, I've never ran a race to lose.
No.
So if you're going to run a race, have all the information to at least try to get the fucking job done. Skip said it. They're also the first team in NBA history to start the playoffs 12-0. If you didn't know that, they made history with that, Skip.
Right.
If Cleveland advances to the playoffs, which they will, they'll be the first team in NBA history to face off in the NBA Finals 3 years in a row. So congratulations.
I don't even know why they played the season, Steve. Just fucking have the championship.
You know why? Because the season is legit, Skip.
There's a lot of money there.
And there's a lot of money. There's a lot of TV time, and the players play real there. You can make some good money betting basketball, especially when college is playing. It's almost like when college ends, we get later and we get into playoffs. I get turned off about it. I mean, if you ask me today, who the fuck am I betting? I'm betting a baseball game. And there's an NBA championship. And guys, understand this. We filmed this podcast on Tuesday, but it's not coming out on Thursday due to the fact that my nephew's graduated. I don't know if we said that in the beginning.
No, we didn't. Right.
So that's why we're kind of doing a neutral podcast to give it to you guys raw. No OJ, no straw.
That's
really all I got to say about NBA. Shout out to LeBron James for being a beast. Shout out to Golden State. Curry, you're a superstar. Durant, you're doing good. I'd like to see Curry come out. Green, you guys got an all-star team. I would like to see you guys, if you win the championship, Durant to go somewhere else and start his own team. Keep the old team that you had back. You're going to have your hands full with the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James ain't going out like no bitch.
No, it should be interesting.
That motherfucker came back to his old team, showed love for Cleveland, gang bang, put Cleveland on his back like Jesus put the cross on him, walked through the entire city, and got him a championship on his own.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's a fucking beast, man.
But you know what? I put it down for the Bay, repping Oakland, too, because I'm from the West. So my heart is in Oakland, but, man, I'm telling you, don't just go throw your money. Call me. I'll tell you what over and over to bet.
There you go.
Over and under.
There's going to be a few spots in that series where we're going to make a big move here or there on an over-under.
And then at the end of the day, we got to get into a little bit of hockey, my man.
Well, the NHL segment this week is sponsored by Tiger Stream, right?
If you're like if you're like sports bettors, or should I say a guy like myself, you want to watch the games that you got action on, but can't always find the game on your TV. With Tiger Stream, you can fucking now watch any game from around the world whenever you want, whenever you want. Simply connect your Tiger Stream to your home Wi-Fi and get access to every major sporting event.
And that is a beautiful thing.
They sent everyone in my office one. It's legit. However, you got to have good Wi-Fi. I'm not going to bullshit you. You got to have a good Wi-Fi signal, and if you do, this thing is no fucking joke. I'm getting movies in theaters. I'm getting all the games that I couldn't normally get. And you know, you and I have every channel. You know, you get West Coast games blacked out on your DirecTV. Don't even lie. Tiger Stream.
I got the baseball package, yeah.
But you don't get every single.
No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. You're right. The 3 of the West Coast teams are blacked out.
But when you're watching the Dodgers that were blacked out on the other, you got it on Tiger Stream.
You're watching that shit on Tiger Stream. You ain't getting blacked out.
Shop now at Tiger Stream TV. Use the code VIP to get $75 off your order. Keep it real. Cut out your cable bill. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Let's get into some NHL with some hard banging ass. Listen, let me get something straight.
I'm loving it.
Because I want to make it clear, you know, the toughest sport the most toughest fucking athletes in the world, by far, hockey players.
And they get hot puss, too.
Number 2 is football, but number 1 most physical sport, without any shadow of a doubt, the people that you probably would want to fight the least if you were in a bar would be the National Hockey League, for sure.
And did you hear what I said? They get hot puss, too.
They get it all. Yeah, and guess what? Me and you will be pounding them fucking boards here real soon.
Yeah.
When the Las Vegas Golden Knights
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Man, Skip, listen, our town is, I got to give a shout out to my city, Las Vegas. We got an NFL team. We got hockey. We got gambling. We got the casinos. We got the finest food, finest entertainment.
Hookers.
I just love being here, dude. It doesn't get no better
Weed.
than this. Marijuana legal, recreational legal. Sports betting is legal. But like I said, I want to make you guys more money. Don't take our fucking around and us, telling jokes about interfering with the dead seriousness of making money. We do these podcasts for you to absolutely get paid and for you to be a better sports bettor, and I want to make sure that's what. Let's get into a little hockey. Who's hot, who's not? Congratulations, first of all, to the Predators. You know what I mean?
Nashville Predators headed to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in franchise history.
Well, you know what? To that owner out there that invested in that team, he should be real fucking excited right now, my friend.
Yeah, they shot the Anaheim Ducks right out of the sky. The Ducks fly no more, Steve.
Oh, the Ducks.
They beat them 6-3 Monday night without Mike Fisher. The Predators didn't have Mike Fisher, who's married to Carrie Underwood, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, she loves hockey cock.
Yeah, she does.
Shout out to Carrie Underwood for loving that hockey wood. She's taking more hockey fucking dick than fucking goalies.
Oh, my God.
She's taking more pucks than fucking average goalie in the league.
She loves the hockey wood, folks.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag shout out to Carrie Underwood, who loves that hockey wood.
Yes, she does. So they were without Mike Fisher. They were without their leading scorer, Ryan Johansson, and still managed to shoot the Ducks out of the sky, beat them 6-3, wrapped it up. It was a start.
Well, when you're 2 and 22 on power plays, that's not going to get the job done last time.
Well, I got to tell you, man, they cannot fucking score on a power. That will not
You Canadians, you hockey fucking loving motherfuckers, let's be real, dude. 2 and 22 in power plays, with a conversion like that, you're just not going to get it done.
If they don't get better on the power play, I'm glad you brought that up, too. That's an excellent point.
Power play is one of the most crucial part of the game,
They had 22 power plays in that series against the Ducks and only scored twice, which is what he's trying to tell you. Okay?
And win series 4 games to 2?
They won the fucking series.
What the fuck?
They won the series 4 games to 2.
Wow.
And only scored.
Wow.
They only scored twice on 22 power plays.
That's fucking
If they
amazing.
don't get better on the power play, they're not going to win the Stanley Cup. I'm just telling you that right now.
Well,
they better be working on their power play right now before the Stanley Cup start Monday night. That's all I can say.
Stanley Cup begins Monday night, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an action-packed fucking game. They've already got a bunch of celebrities lined up, like you said. Carrie Underwood, Charlie Daniels, and the entire fucking band.
Charlie Daniels, the Devil went down to Georgia. He's a big Predator fan.
Devil went down to Georgia and was looking for a game to win.
Yes, he was.
He was fine.
He was firing.
He was firing, looking to make a deal.
The guy who...
He called up Skip and said, can I get the playoffs 4 or 5 Gs? He said for a little fee. Oh, shit.
Charlie Daniels.
Devil went down to VIP looking for a game to win.
Yep.
Shout out, Charlie Daniels. Give us a call. Skip will give you that fucking blowout winner.
You goddamn right.
Al Gore and his whore probably going to be at the game.
Well, the guy who invented the internet himself, Al Gore.
Al Gore.
He's a big Predators fan.
And a whore.
He's from Tennessee.
God damn it, right.
The whole Tennessee...
speaking of Tennessee, the whole Titans in there.
The whole Tennessee fucking Titans team was there in attendance. Shout out to the Nashville Predators. Good job. Probably get your ass kicked in the Stanley Cup, but we'll see. If you don't improve on that power play, like Steve said, you're going to have a big problem. What else you want to talk about, bro?
Nothing else.
Let's talk about Memorial Weekend. We want to shout out everybody out there. This is America. If you're going to go to any of those baseball games we mentioned earlier, there's some good series out there this weekend. It's Memorial Weekend. We want everybody to party safe. Don't drink and drive. Have a good time at the pool, the beach, whatever you're going to do. And if you want to make any money, give us a call, 877-220-6540. Call in, say, I want to make some money for Memorial Weekend. Let me talk to Skip or Steve, and let's get this done. Steve, sign the people out, and let's go get nuts.
Here's the bottom line. I want to wish everybody out there a happy Memorial Day. Be safe, especially if you're like us out there with boats and shit. Be very safe out there on the water because your kids need you and you need your kids and I need my kids. I don't need some drunk motherfucker hitting me on the road going to where we're going. But more importantly, guys, we told you who to bet. We told you who not to bet. We told you who's on fire. We told you who the #1 favorites are to bet right now. And we told you the worst favorites to bet. We told you what we feel about the NBA, and we've given you more information and tools to make money than you possibly ever could get on your own. If you're dead serious about making money and you can use a second income and you can use the finer things in life and you're tired of getting pushed around or your job's not getting you the things in life that you want, let me help you make more money than you've ever made in your fucking life. Take a chance. Spend $100, spend a couple $100, or should I say, invest a couple $100 with VIP Sports, and let me take you over and beyond what you ever thought was possible, because you deserve it. Karma is a bitch, man. What comes around goes around. And for every guy out there that promised to take care of you, or the job promised to pay you more, or you're not seeing out of it what you thought, all you got to do is stay positive and keep your head on, because I'm going to show you how to make more money than you've ever fucking imagined. There's more money to be made right now in sports betting than any other investment in the world, and I want to make sure you get your fair share. It's $1 trillion industry. To you hedge fund tycoons, to you oil tycoons, to you people out there that have 50,000 sitting in a bank account that's getting no money. Let me flip that into $500,000 for you. Let me show you how to make more money betting sports than you had any idea. And how do we do it? Money management and discipline. One game a day and not every day. On the behalf of VIP Sports, have a happy Memorial Day. We love you. See you, wouldn't want to be you. And like I said, let's go get that money. Fair enough? I love you.
Fair enough.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost flow. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pirate.
I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. It must be the money talking.